Here comments on every one of my Instagram posts. I might have to follow y'all because if you notice Grand Wizard, he's always like at the top of my Instagram comment section. Here we go.
Help the Lil Baby. I think right now Drake might need that Lil Baby feature.
I mean, look, Drake is
I
still
don't think
a
Drake
huge
needs
star,
anybody,
yeah.
but
Drake is still
But
Drake,
Lil
but,
Baby
like,
wouldn't
Drake is
hurt.
Drake.
let's be clear. A lot of the Drake records, at least of late, haven't really taken off at radio.
What's the record he released? What's the last
Laugh
one?
Now, Cry Later.
We play that every
That was
other
number
song.
one record.
Yeah,
No, it
that was
wasn't.
yes, it was.
This
It
was
went to number one.
Yeah, it was number one.
Sure
I remember
did.
going to number
Absolutely.
one.
It was
I know
number one.
Tootsie Slide went to number one.
Yeah, that was number one too.
I know because
There was a time when a Drake feature helped the Lil Baby. I think right now Drake might need that Lil Baby feature.
Okay, let's discuss this. Does Drake need a Lil Baby feature? By the way, this is what a peer of mine, but also somebody I look up to, Charlemagne said. By the way, he did clarify, so I got to be very fair to my guy right here. He said he commented.
There was a time
on
when
it,
a Drake feature.
Here we go. He said, number one, I'm slightly hating on Drake here per usual, and number two, let's not act like Lil Baby feature doesn't help everyone nowadays. I mean, the guy has had a best-selling album in the country last year of any genre of music. Drake is still Drake, but Baby helps. Don't listen to me. I'm gonna find a reason to hate. Does Drake need a Lil Baby feature? And having Charlemagne say that, I started to think about how is every demographic thinking about Drake? So what really happens here with musicians like Drake is like we have multiple demographics, right? The 17 and under, they love young boy's their king, right? How do they think about Drake? The people who love Young Boy, who think Young Boy is the greatest artist of all time, do they like Drake? Do they think Drake is just some old nigga? Because keep in mind, if you're Drake is like 32, right? Or 33. Like, if you're like a Young Boy fan who's 17 or 18, Drake might just be he might be like where Jay-Z was in his later days when it came to like 07 and 08, where you're like, cool, but like nothing I will bump, right? And maybe the but the demo tape didn't really help him a lot, because the demo tape, what did it really do for Drake? People said that it had a TikTok song that came out of it, which was Tootsie Slide. And yeah, we had the Chicago Freestyle and a couple others, but some people were using it against him. They're saying, yo, maybe his dominance isn't like that. Which is, I think for Drake, like back in 2013, was it 2013? No, it wasn't 2013. It was 2013 or 20, no, it's 2014 or 2015 when he dropped If You're Reading This Is Too Late, right? And people were just like, yo, he's just kind of doing whatever. I think now anytime he puts up a shot, people are going to judge it on a championship level. There's no preseason for Drake. Like in basketball, LeBron has a preseason. And LeBron could, work some kinks out. And obviously, he has an offseason where he could work a lot of kinks out. But with Drake, every time he drops, people are looking for, is it championship level or not? And if it's not, people are saying he's on the downslide. So listen to what Charlemagne said. Charlemagne's, of course, of a different demographic. I don't think he's necessarily hating, but I think he's trying to judge the landscape to see, are we tired of Drake winning? And if you want to ask me the question, does Drake need a Lil Baby feature? No. But I'm going to, hypothetically, this is what I believe Charlemagne was trying to say. Drake has been the biggest pop star that's a rapper for like the last 8 years. However, in 2015, he did What a Time to Be Alive with Future. And some people said, why would you do that? That move was, if you ask me, not only like a paper grab, like, just money bag grab. It was also to show, it was also to reconnect with that underclass that fucks with the hood hip-hop shit. Because even though Drake doesn't make hood hip-hop shit, kind of, or always, sometimes he's featured on some shit that might is really hood, Drake realizes that influence comes from that. And I think that's why, if you ask me, in 2015, he linked up with Future. He didn't need Future, but it was good to connect with that bass, which was a super hood, bass. In 2020 or 2021, I think that new person that would be in Future's spot at that moment in 2015 is Lil Baby. Now, I guess the question becomes, do I think Drake needs to do that at the moment? I would say no. I think Drake's music has gotten a lot of, like, overtones of him trying to, like, sound a little bit more tougher or whatever. And I don't think that's going to make or break him. I think at this point we're judging him against Scorpion and we're judging him against songs like God's Plan, which is like, yo, do you still have the same dominance over everybody else? And if he drops a single, and I think we were giving him a pass a little bit off Tootsie Slide because he was on the demo tape. Laugh Now, Cry Later. Well, by the way, Tootsie Slide was a dope song, but I don't think people thought that was that joint. Then Laugh Now, Cry Later, people were like, well, he had Dirk on it. It was from the demo tape. I think people want another God's Plan. Real talk. And will it come? I don't know. Or I don't know when. I think it will come. But people are judging him off of himself. You know what I mean? Do I think he needs a Lil Baby feature? I don't think he needs to connect anymore right now with the quote-unquote hood type shit. You know what I mean? Because let's go back to like 2015. Was it 2015 or 2016 when he dropped What a Time to Be Alive? Drake at that point, remember, like, his big song before, what song was it? Remember, he had just came off the heels of, like, Hotline Bling. Super pop. Like, people were just looking at it like he got his goofy dances. Like, people looking like, yo, yeah, like, that's just the corny whatever guy. Whatever. Like, no one's taking him, like, too serious in terms of him rapping in certain type of context. Him with Future, rapping about Digital Dash, you know what I mean? Graham, like it was just a little bit different. It made Drake look a little bit different. Okay, again, I could be wrong. This is me shooting from the hip. Somebody said Drake should do a Weeknd feature. I don't think there's no feature that would make Drake fans happy. If Drake does a Weeknd feature and it's not better than every Drake and Weeknd feature, people are gonna be like, damn. Who does the best on that feature gonna be like, damn, yo, that other nigga like fell off. Like, damn, yo, Drake used to be that nigga, yo. Him and Weeknd used to be and the Weeknd just seems like he's bulletproof. Like, no matter what happens, nobody cares. Nobody ever judges him like he's falling off. But if Drake doesn't perform, they're gonna be like, oh shit, yeah, Drake can't keep up with the Weeknd. I'm more like revisiting old collabs. I don't think that's the way. Whether it's him and Future, and that's why I think that if they were thinking about a What a Time to Be Alive too, I think Drake probably like, all right, let's chill. You know what I mean? And I think him and The Weeknd, I don't know if they're all the way cool, but threw me too much pressure as well. Life is Good at $1 billion. Yo, he does good numbers, which I guess, like, if I'm him, I would look at it like, yo, bro, my numbers are good. And by the way, like, if, like, without saying too much of, like, just what his reaction was to everything, his shit was more like, yo, act like, damn, like, what's, like, how are people thinking about this type of shit? I guess he was more intrigued on why they're coming to the conclusions they are more than, like, what they're saying, so that's interesting. Nobody in rap could top Drake. I can see that. So I'm smoking on what's his name is. Chat, y'all are demons. Chat, let's see. I'm gonna refresh. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, chat. Okay. All right, chat. I'm going to go take literally about a 20-minute break. 20 or 30-minute break. And then I'll be back. Or maybe an hour break. I'm trying to skip because, damn, I got a couple hours to do still. Chat. Yo, you know what somebody sent me? Don't tell nobody. If y'all snitch on me with this, I'm not friends with y'all anymore.